Hi, this is Brent, and today I'm talking about how to add herbal tea into our daily lives and where to get good peppermint herb for your tea. Before I worked at graduate school, I was at Tivana, which is a specialty tea shop that taught me a lot about how to add good tea practices into my life. And I learned that herbal tea requires a long steep time and it requires a really high water temperature to get the best benefit from what the herbs contain. So I have with me some of the paraphernalia I use to make herbal tea. This is an electric water kettle and it's made from metal. I recommend that whether you're microwaving, using the stovetop, or a kettle, that you use metal and not plastic. You can also use glass. The problem with plastic is that while the hot water is inside and contacting the plastic can leach chemicals into the water. So I recommend using that to boil your water. Now, as far as method, you can use a tea bag, one that you've made yourself or one from the store, or you can use an infuser. So I'll show you how to use an infuser today, but it works the same way for a tea bag. The first thing we need to do is to precondition the cup with hot water so that once we add the boiling water for steeping, the cup is not absorbing all of that heat to heat up the material the cup is made from. So the way we would do this is take some of the boiling water and maybe add about this much to the bottom of our cup. Let it sit for 10 seconds and then pour it out into the sink. Then we can add our herb. You can take 1 or 2 teaspoons of an herb such as peppermint and put it into the infuser. Put the infuser into the cup and add your boiling water. As an additional step, I like to take a lid which will and put it on top of the cup. This will increase the temperature inside of the cup as it's brewing for several minutes and losing heat to the environment. I recommend boiling herbal teas or steeping herbal teas for 5 minutes. Alright, now I want to talk about peppermint especially. Mint is a great herb, or a great family of herbs to add to herbal teas. You can go online and look up the benefits of mint, and especially peppermint, which helps with breath freshness, the smell inside your home, as well as having effects for our body's ability to fight infection, as well as to digest properly. So I hope I can get a good close-up of this. This is a baggie of loose leaf peppermint leaves. I always recommend that you get organic herbs if possible. This baggie I got from Whole Body, which is a part of the Whole Foods market, and I got it from the bulk spices area. So they have lots of different teas that you can buy in bulk. The peppermint is, in my opinion, a really good deal. It's organic, and you simply take the big bin of peppermint there, take a measuring cup, and put into a baggie however much you want to buy. This amount will probably last for between 6 and 10 cups of tea, especially if I mix it with other herbs, and cost about 55 cents, so it's a great deal. I always recommend also that whatever herb you're buying, that you try to get leaves that are as large as possible. Meaning that a lot of times, especially for bagged teas, the company will chop up the tea really, really finely. And so it'll almost look more like a powder. This helps with allowing more surface area of the water to contact the tea, and it also helps to subsequently make the brewing time shorter that's needed to get the benefits out into the water. However, that means that from whenever the tea is cut up until it gets to your house, the tea has been in this cut up state and has been releasing essential oils and other volatile components that are healthy into the air, and they're lost from the leaves. So when you buy more intact, larger leaf pieces, they contain more of the beneficial properties of the herb. And when you're steeping with the boiling water, then those herbs are extracted, especially if you can steep for 5 minutes. And so it's a much better way to get the health benefits of the herb, to use this larger leaf size. So those are my tips on brewing herbal tea, and I hope that this helped you find a cheap way to get peppermint and add it into your collection of herbal teas.